What it is, guys, my name is Swifterrs, and today I have for you guys an extremely awesome Black Ops 3 Zombies video. And in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how you can go about unlocking the Pack-a-Punch machine on the brand new Zombies map, Shadows of Evil. Now, before I do get started with today's video, make sure that you guys check out the links down in the description below in order to view all of my previous Shadows of Evil videos that I uploaded earlier today. Also, I wanted to give a huge thanks to my good buddy, MrZombiesClutch, for providing me with today's footage. And with all of that being said, let's get started. Alright guys, now a couple of things that you guys should know at the start of doing this is that if you guys are playing either by yourself or with 2 or 3 players, any of the characters that you guys are playing as can complete any task in any district around the map. Now I'll explain that in just a second. However, if you guys are playing with 4 players, each of you guys will be playing as a different character, and that means each character needs to complete a different task in their specific region around the map. So as I said, I will explain that. So first things first, on Easy Street, this is going to consist of the main spawn room and the first area. This area is designated to the Magician, so that means that only the Magician can complete tasks within this area if you guys are playing on 4 players. Moving on to the Canal District, this is the district designated to the Cop, and all of the Cop's parts can be found here. Next, we have the Waterfront District, and this is specific to the Boxer. And moving on, we have the Footlight District, and this is for the Femme Fatale. So the first thing that you guys need to go about doing is acquiring the summoning key, and this is extremely easy to do. So as you guys can see, we just spawned in, we turned into the beast, now we went over to that truck bed, we broke the crate on the back of the truck, and as you guys can see, it did reveal the summoning key. So now we can go about picking it up, and that is the very first step. Now we're going to move on to acquiring all of the Magician's parts, so simply turn into the beast. Go ahead and shock stamina up if you want, but make sure that you guys shock this panel that I'm showing you right now in order to have the crane turn and drop the part that you need to acquire. But from here, go to this little rappel station and follow exactly where my character is going. Simply make your way outside and onto the rooftops. You guys will see this panel right here. Shock that again in order to open up the gate and allow your character to enter the ritual room. And from here, you guys will spawn back in as your character as the curse will sleep. And as you guys can see, you can actually find the golden lawyer's pen on the ground. So simply pick that up, and from here, make your way over to the summoning room. Now the summoning room or the ritual room is extremely easy to find. A gate was simply opened over by the spawn, so make your way back over to the spawn, come up these stairs, and you guys will need to navigate across the rooftops and eventually find yourself within the ritual or the summoning room. And from here, simply place the pen on the ritual table. You guys are going to need to summon the ritual, and as you guys can see, these gatekeepers will end up spawning, and you guys can either kill them or continuously train them around the room. As long as you guys do not die, that is alright. So continue to go around the room and either train these gatekeepers or kill the gatekeepers, and eventually the ritual will be complete and you guys can now move on to the next step. Now make sure that you guys grab the gateworm key that can be found on the ritual table after surviving the ritual. And from here, we're going to be moving on to the Footlight District, which can be done by the Femme Fatale if you guys are playing on 4 players. So simply turn into the beast. You guys are going to want to grapple up onto the rooftop and simply follow exactly where my beast character is going. You guys can shock these panels if you guys would like, but the most important part is that you guys jump onto this ledge and knock this box off onto the floor, and by doing so, it will break open and you guys can now pick up the second part. Now we're going to need to open up the ritual room for the Femme Fatale, so simply make your way over to the Black Lace Burlesque Club where you guys can turn into the beast, and from here simply grapple up on top of the roof. And as you guys can see, you can now go about shocking a panel which will open up the Burlesque Club, and from here you guys can return to a human, head into the Burlesque Club where you guys will find another ritual table. So simply place the item, begin the ritual, and survive the gatekeepers by either killing them or training them around the table. Now when the ritual has been completed, make sure that you guys do not forget to grab the gateworm, because having all of the gateworms is extremely crucial to unlocking Pack-a-Punch. And from here, we can now move on to the next step, but keep in mind, you guys can do these steps interchangeably. You don't have to follow exactly what I'm doing. You guys can do the Boxer, the Cop first. It doesn't really matter. As long as you guys complete all of them, you guys would be fine unlocking Pack-a-Punch. Now moving on to the Canal District, which is all of the cops parts. So simply become the beast and jump into either the sewer or the canal. Make sure that you guys shock this panel and also run to the other end of the sewer, where you guys do need to whip or break open this door. Then you guys do need to break this box, and from here you guys can now return to a human in order to pick up all of the items that you had just broken. And also you guys do need to make sure that you open up the ritual room by simply turning into the beast for a second time, rappelling into the Ruby Rabbit room, where you guys can go to the bottom floor and shock the panel in order to open up the summoning room. Now, of course, once you guys are human again, return back to the ritual or the summoning room, where you guys can now place your item and begin the ritual. And again, make sure that you guys survive the onward attacks from the gatekeepers. But once you guys have survived the ritual, make sure that you guys grab the gate worm, and we can now move on to the next step. Now we're going to be heading over to the Waterfront District, and this part is relatively easy to acquire, so simply turn into the beast, and from here, follow exactly where my character is going, as you guys need to rappel or grapple up on top of the roof. And once you guys are here, simply whip the box off the ledge onto the ground, and once you guys return to a human, head over to this area and pick up this item, and you guys have now acquired the part of the boxer. Now you guys need to open up the ritual or the summoning room, so simply turn into a beast again, make your way over to the front, whip open the doors of the boxing club, and from here you guys can return to a human. And now you guys can simply make your way back down to the ritual room, where you guys can place the item and complete the ritual. Now, of course, once that ritual is complete, make sure to grab that gate worm, and from here we need to make our way over to the rift area. And keep in mind, prior to doing this, you guys will need to ensure that you know how to get to this rift area. But as you guys can see, once you are here, the wall will eventually break, having all of those signs disappear, and from here your character can now go into the pack-a-punch room and complete the last ritual. So what you guys need to go ahead and do is go to the right side, place the gate worm in that little fountain type altar, go to the left side, place the other gate worm in the left side of the altar, and as you guys can see, some walls will actually form, and from here your character can now wall run across. But make sure that you guys also have Widow's Wine in order to wall run, and from here go about placing the last two gate worms on the last two altars. And as you guys can see, all four of the light beams will be facing the pack-a-punch area. This bridge will form, and from here you guys can now go about completing the fourth and the final ritual, or I'm sorry, the fifth and the final ritual, in order to finally unlock pack-a-punch. But keep in mind, as you guys wall run, you can possibly die, so just be extremely careful, because that would absolutely suck if you guys had made it this far and instead of dying from a zombie or one of the Margwa beasts, you guys die from falling to your death. That would suck, so be very, very careful, and eventually the pack-a-punch ritual will be complete. So make sure that you guys just survive by either training the zombies or killing them. Do whatever you want, and I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys listen to this audio, as it does sound pretty cool, and I will get back to you.
Complete assimilation of this dimension will now proceed.
Are you fucking kidding me? Is that it? Are we like completely doomed now?
So as you guys can see, those are all of the steps that you guys need to complete in order to go about pack-a-punching your guns. As I said, it's relatively easy to do, it's just a very tedious process. So I hope you guys did find this video helpful in any way, and if you did, please be sure to share it on Twitter and with your friends. Also make sure that you guys leave a like and subscribe so you never miss a future Black Ops 3 Zombies video uploaded here on my channel. I will catch you guys in the next video, and until next time guys, this has been Swifterrs. I'm out. Peace.